your boy, K-Dog here. And last night, at the time of recording last night, was AAA Lucha Libre's biggest event, Triplemania 35. And, well, or 33, sorry, 33. Well, what happened? A lot of great things happened. Great event. Great show overall. We had amazing shows, correct? We had a good openers, we had great middle matches, we had good everything. My favorite match of the night? My favorite match of the night was the street fight for the AAA tag titles with Psycho Clown and I forgot the other guy's name, but I know that wrestler. Just the name slipped through my. But anyhow, I'm glad that that Psycho Clown finally wins the AAA tag titles. Very happy about that. I also did love the another match that I did love was Mr. Iguana, Lola Vice, and I think Nina or some versus the Judgment Day. Fun match. Love that it was a funny moment that I do like. It was a really funny moment. You have to admit it when Nayeska and Demonito, whatever they wanted to call the demon puppet. It was funny when they had a battle off with Nayeska, and I liked where the Demonito or whatever they called it was going after Nayeska, and he was trying to eat the Nayeska, but somehow Nayeska was saved. But the winners, correct. Judgment Day, correct winners. Good choice. I like that there's new tag champions. The opening was amazing as well. The show was good overall. There was a great show. I did like the Latin America title, and I liked how they introduced to us Dr. Wagner, because obviously, if you guys know, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner is the son of the legendary Dr. Wagner. And I like that they finally gave El Hijo del Dr. Wagner a title, because they were bringing up the fact that he's never won a belt. He's never held a belt. He's had one or two challenges, didn't win. But finally, he's got a belt. And I like that he celebrated with his dad, and in the match, that his dad finally got his mask back, because the whole story was his rival stole the belt. I forgot the guy's name. Sorry if I'm being not good here, but I forgot the guy's name. But they're big rivals. He stole his mask, and he finally got the mask back. Great, but we're not here to talk about all of that. We're here to talk about the big fumble, the big fail that AAA and WWE did. Like, you're sitting here thinking, like, okay, Triple H and Conan getting together, because Conan is president, correct? And he's head of creatives, correct? Is he president or is he vice president? Either way, he's there, but he's head of creatives, and Triple H obviously head of creatives in WWE. So for AAA, you have to have both heads of creatives get together, right? They dropped the ball big time in that main event. Now, why do I say this? You guys have noticed, ever since El Hijo del Vikingo won that Triplemania Mega Championship back from Alberto El Patron, what happened? He got go away heat. I understand El Patron had a lot of issues. He's a very problematic person. He hurt his family's legacy and his name. I get it. He's a piece of crap. He's a piece of a human being. But there are times where fans don't care that you're a piece of because you do bigger and better for wrestling itself than who you are, and they're willing to separate it. And the Triplemania or AAA Lucha Libre fans were willing to separate Alberto El Patron with wrestling, correct? They were willing to separate the guy. But Conan, Triple H, and everyone else didn't see that. They said, nope, El Patron, Alberto, you are gonna lose that belt at a random show that wasn't even taped. I mean, serious. The show was like a house show, and they didn't even tape it, nothing. Lost the belt and said, you're never allowed back in AAA. Big mistake there. I know. I think Alberto is a piece of. I would never want to see him again, and I agree he ruined his career and he screwed up. He's banned from WWE. He's banned from TNA. He's banned from MLW. He's banned from AAA. He screwed his whole life up completely. Went to jail twice for a lot of shit. He claims to be, oh, I don't like racists, yet he's the racist asshole himself, right? He's an abuse, but I get it. The fans in Mexico, the AAA Lucha Libre fans, they like him, you know? I know WWE's trying to paint this clean cut picture by having Rey Mysterio be like the host or the guy that runs things and does things for the lucha libre culture. I get it. They want that clean cut image. As you saw, Rey Mysterio was the host of Triplemania 33 and he was the one to induct Conan into the AAA Hall of Fame. Fine. I get it what your image is, but you screwed up there. And then to make matters worse, El Hijo del Vikingo has mega go away heat. The fans are chanting, fuck, or sorry my language, F you Vikingo in Spanish. Yeah, they're chanting go away in Spanish. They're not singing with him. They're not chanting with him. They're booing the hell out of him. He tries to speak, they boo him. They give him the utmost disrespect any wrestler has ever gotten. It's like hugely disrespect to him, but they don't see it. And then WWE went out and said this to the world, that they want Dominic Mysterio to be the new face of Lucha Libre. They want him to be the face of AAA. But what do they do? I get it. You want him to be the face, but not way up there. But you see how over Dominic Mysterio is. You see him being more over than over has ever been. He's like right now the hottest thing in Lucha Libre right now. He goes to Mexico, he's like royalty over there with the fans. He's like, I don't know. I don't know who to compare it to. Maybe we can. I don't want to compare him to Mil Mascaras because he's not Mil Mascaras. No way, he's not. But he's close as far as fan reception. But WWE and AAA failed to see it, and they dropped the ball with that. Huge missed opportunity to give Dominic Mysterio the mega title. Even if they didn't want to do it, look at this. At the beginning, everyone thought the El Grande Americano gimmick was a crap of a gimmick, disrespectful and racist to lucha libres, and they didn't do it correctly. Where obviously, if anyone who doesn't know, the true way to be a true luchador, there's a difference between being a masked wrestler and calling yourself a luchador. To be a luchador, you have to not only be trained by a former luchador, but you have to go to the Lucha Libre committee and get permission to wear a mask under the pretense of being a luchador. But the Mexican fans, the Lucha Libre fans, have given him huge respect. They actually love El Grande Americano. But it's not just any El Grande Americano. The Chad Gable version people didn't like. People like the Ludwig Kaiser version. So think about this for a second. If you didn't want to put it on Dominic Mysterio, at least you had another guy that was red hot. Dragon Lee. Nobody was cheering Dragon Lee. I'm going to tell you that right now. Dragon Lee was randomly thrown in that match for no apparent reason. Why? Because he has a feud with Dominic Mysterio? Please. Just because he has a feud with Dominic Mysterio on a WWE programming doesn't mean you just randomly throw Dragon Lee into the AAA mega title match. Nobody cared about Dragon Lee. El Hijo del Vikingo had hugely the biggest nuclear heat any wrestler ever had in history. And you throw them, you shouldn't have even had Dragon Lee in this match to begin with. Have that feud continue in a WWE programming with Dominic Mysterio. Go for it. Finish it there. But El Hijo del Vikingo should have dropped that belt last night. He should have. 100% should have dropped that belt. No ifs, and, or buts. And this is coming from a guy who's not a Dominic Mysterio fan. I'm not a fan of Dominic Mysterio, but I will give him his due. I will give him his props that he came to his own and found his own gimmick, found his own style that is not like, oh, I'm trying to be like my dad. Oh, I don't know how to wrestle type thing, you know? He found his own. And one more thing I will give Dominic Mysterio. The first wrestler to pay respects to Eddie Guerrero and do it 100% correctly. I guarantee you, Eddie Guerrero's looking down and being like, that's my boy Dominic Mysterio right there. Respects. And that's where I respect Dominic a lot right there, where he finally found something and ran with it and continued to build on it and went on his own. But the only thing I don't like about the Dominic thing is he's still disrespecting his father. Can we move past that? I'm kind of getting tired of that. Just to have it where his father's like, Dominic, good for you, son. And Dominic goes, thanks, Dad, but please stay out of this. Okay, done. We're done. I get it. But so this is how I feel about Dominic, and I'm saying they should have given Dominic Mysterio the AAA Mega Championship. They should have. It was the biggest missed opportunity because you heard that crowd. When El Hijo del Vikingo won, the crowd booed louder than his music and was cussing him out louder than his music. Like he didn't even get a celebration because they were so loud. And the crowd was so up in arms that Dominic didn't win. They were very much upset that Dominic didn't win. They dropped the ball hugely and took something that they could have had huge success with, and that's Dominic Mysterio as AAA Mega Champion and coming on to WWE programming. Oh my God, the fact that he is so over, the Lucha Libre fans, the Mexican fans would have tuned in 10 times more over, you know, have him go to Clash in Paris. The European fans will then look and be like, wait, Dominic Mysterio, the AAA Mega Champion? Oh my God, I gotta watch AAA Lucha Libre now. You would have had such a big, massive shoot up in numbers. I guarantee you, 3, 4, 5, 6 times your numbers would have gone up following Triplemania 33 with Dominic Mysterio. Read the damn crowd. But apparently, WWE, forget AAA, because I don't know, because WWE has 51% in AAA. So I don't know if they get more say, which Triple H sits with Conan and goes, but this is this. And they go, well, I guess we have to, because this is the final thing, and we agree with it. Okay? But WWE has always been where it's what we want. We don't care about you fans. It's what we want. We've already written this. We're not changing it for you. At this point, I feel like, was there any difference with Vince and TKO? I don't think so. Was there any difference between Vince being head of creative and Triple H being head of creatives? At this point, God, no. Seriously, no. I respect that WWE was there. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Nick Khan, they were there to celebrate the first Triplemania with WWE, you know. But, come on, you gotta let Conan run it. He's been running Triple H for years. He's been doing a very good job running Triple A. He is like the reason Triple A went global. The reason Triple A is where it's at is because of Conan. But WWE has to be like, no. We throw our head of creatives in the hat too. Yeah. And see what happened? You took a great show all the way to the main event, and then you dropped the ball big time. If this was in the 2K video games, we would have gotten an email from Triple H saying you had a poor finale. What the hell were you thinking? You need to listen to your fans, read the Twitter comments, listen to the crowd, and do what they want because it's what they're more important. Apparently this is not the case. And again, this is coming from a guy who's not a big Dominic fan, but I can respect it. And they failed miserably. Miserably. Fix your act. You need to fix it. You want Dom to be the new face of AAA? Well, you dropped the ball. And there's another big ball that WWE dropped, which we will talk about in the next video. And you guys know, I'm going to give you guys a hint. It's a wrestler that got so over that, well, where is he now? Tune into the next video because we have a nice discussion about that one. Anyways, you guys like video games, you guys like wrestling, you guys like movies. Well, this is the channel for you guys. You know the drill. Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below, share the video around with everyone. Anyways, remember, as always, enjoy life, keep on collecting, and we'll see y'all for another video.